Page 5A, we have the chief's recommendations, which is he needs a motion to make made to accept the AFG 2011 Safer Grant of $128,366. I'll make that a motion. Motion made and supported to accept this grant. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, we'll probably have to do roll call.
Yes.
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 Motion carried. And then also, second paragraph, if the board so desires, the open period. The open period to apply for the AFG 2000 Turn Saver Grant is now. Does the board wish to apply for a grant? And at this time, he's not sure exactly what he wants to apply for, but he needs okay within the time period. I'll make a motion that we allow him to apply for this AFG 2012 Safer Grant. Motion made and supported to go for the grant.
This is also a no matching.
That's correct. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. DPW. Do you have your DPW report there? Is there any Herb's here? Is there any questions on Herb's report? Hearing none, we will accept it for the record. Thank you, Herb.
I have a question for her.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything from you, but is vandalism up in the parks?
I think it's up everywhere.
Because I'm hearing it out there, but I haven't heard what's been done or what's been broken. Or, like last year, the picnic tables, we had them paint them, and then at the end of the year, it was the door, but I haven't heard of vandalized this year.
I've actually heard more just through keeping my ear to the grindstone of garages in the local area, pole barns, trucks parked right on Apple Avenue getting broken into. As far as vandalism to the park, it's the same that we always get. Feces on the wall in the park bathrooms, the ceilings, paper towel, toilet paper in the commodes.
Okay, so everything that we've
A little bit of graffiti on the picnic tables, nothing that we can't take care of. But we had some issues at Flickum at the beginning of the year. We caught some people trying to burn down the dugouts. The police caught them kids, and we helped the police actually catch those perpetrators.
Okay, so basically the same thing we've been dealing with year after year.
Yes, but
Okay.
just, I think local people around with cars, trucks, pole barns have a lot more issues in broad daylight, more than I've ever heard in the past.
That's my only question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The cemetery and parks look great. And who's the gentleman that's watching the leaf site?
Melvin Dousman, he had some community service, but he did such an excellent job.
He was there Sunday, the last couple of
Yeah, he's been there a couple weekends. He'd bring his own rake, his own lawnmower. Every time I checked on him, he was working. I actually wish I could hire the guy.
Yeah.
He really is a super help. His hours are all done, but he actually caught a dozen different people trying to get in from other townships to use our leaf site, sent them away, and we really had no issues with anyone talking back to him. And they left. They knew they were wrong, and so we kept 12 different people out of our own leaf site in 2 different weekends.
Good job, yeah. Thank you.
On the issue on the park damages, I talked to Sheriff Rosler, and I asked him to start making some presents in those parks. I stated that we see, policemen sitting around doing their paperwork. I said, why can't they do it, sit in the park and do their paperwork and Sunset Beach? So he assured me he would send those people out there. So
I mean, with such a big crowd, I mean, anyone that can see anything, if you can call 911 or call anyone that can come up and respond. I mean, it's a community thing, and if you see anything happening at the parks or at the beach or at the leaf site or anywhere, call 911 and let's work together.
Thanks, sir.
Herb, that culvert underneath the Wolf Lake and West Bay, is that been checked recently?
Yes, the water levels are way down because of the drought, because of the lack of rain, and it right now is dry as a bone.
But it's clear, there's nothing
I
blocking
haven't
it.
crawled in there per se, but I can take a look and get back with you
Please take a look
tomorrow.
at, yeah, and let us know
Yeah.
what's going on there and make sure that that's cleared out.
No
If
problem.
For some reason, I think that we need to make sure we check that regularly.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Herb.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, we'll move on to the library purchase request. I'll refer to the clerk.
Andrew Hammond, our librarian, approached me and asked if there were funds available, in capital improvement funds for him to purchase some of these items. There is currently the funds available. It's not rent money, it's money that we put into a fund for capital purchases. So I told him I would bring this request to the board.
Make a motion to approve.
Support.
Motion made and supported to purchase these items. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Paul?
Yes.
Yes. Debbie?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Bethany?
Yes.
Maria?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we have the Sullivan Road estimate you have in your packet there. And a lot of money. And on this issue, I've been thinking about this quite a bit lately, since the last meeting, and looked up some issues on roads. And what I would propose to do is, I'm making a motion that the supervisor be allowed to put together a committee of these people, and over the winter we could look at our options, these people, some of the public, and look at our options and see what we can do. That's a motion.
I'll support that.
Motion been made and supported. Go ahead and put together a committee. Any discussion?
Is that just discussion on Sullivan Road or roads for?
Roads in general.
Okay.
What directive is this committee going to give?
To look into the possibilities of what our options are, study our options, bring something back to the board.
Options and referring to what?
Road work, whatever we can do for our roads. Right now, I don't have a real good direction on it. The committee will take its direction.
And they'll bring us their suggestions, what you're saying.
That's what I'm hoping for, yeah.
Something we can build into next year's budget.
Hopefully.
Just an example of Sullivan Road, they want $371,000. Put a road in there. That'd be from M46 to, it says north to the township line, must be
It'd be
south.
south, yeah. We don't know north from south.
Drive down Shatterson Road once, that road's terrible.
Yeah.
Got a lot
Well,
of,
that's what this committee, that's what I'm hoping this committee can study, and we'll get the board commission to come right out and meet with us. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
I have a list of 10 roads that I would like them to at least drive by before after they make this committee,
Okay.
I have a suggestion. And that's just off the top of my head, and Chatterson wasn't one of them, and now that she said that, Chatterson is one of them because she's right.
I think
So-
our biggest issue is funding, figure out what we can do for funding
Yeah.
for it. And anyone would like to be part of this committee, please contact me and put it together. So, okay? New business. Any new business? 1 to 10, which is old business. Would be number 8 is the fire station. Is there anything to report on the fire station?
Yeah, I got a couple things, Mike. Working with the chief and the people involved, West Shore, Mayville, and Renders. They're finalizing the plans, the design, that are gonna be on temporary property, 4970. Then we gotta move them on to rural development for their approval. Number 2, we've been working on Renders Engineering with Dave Mayville and Paul Bristol. We've got to get the contracts approved by road development as well, and then bring them on to Dave, and then bring them to the board. I think I brought up in the joint meeting also about with the DEQ and West Shore helping us to get a closeout letter, so we can finalize that also. And we'll keep it moving forward. I do have one issue when we talk about rumors and what's been going on with this fire station. And I'm going to name names. Randy Whipple accused me of spending $40,000 to $50,000, and I want to be clear that I have not since May spent $40,000 to $50,000 of taxpayers' money. I'll make sure that the township and I will make an accounting of what's been spent necessarily, and also the money that I've saved the township. So I just want to squall any rumors out there, put it to rest, so we can move forward with this project. So, then we'll go from there.
Any other discussion on that issue?
So when are you gonna
Hearing
start
none.
building it then?
It probably won't be started till spring. That's the
I thought you were gonna
recommendation,
start
excuse
it
me,
this spring.
this coming. Well, there's no way we could have built it this spring. There's been too much interference to try and keep it here on the spot without temporarily, or without moving it to the 4970 property, where it's gonna stay right here. So,
It is going to stay here?
that's my choice. It depends on who's gonna be elected or re-elected. They've made their decisions, obviously, in the paper. Mike Thompson and Marie Harger say if they get elected or re-elected, they will vote to move it to 4970. Beth Ann's not made a decision one way or the other, going by the chronicles they have. She can trust.
Let's stay away from the political.
Well, Mike, it's
Yeah.
not political. Let me finish, please.
He had a
Let me finish. I don't know what she's decided, but I'm doing what I can to keep it here, and that's that, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay?
You got any more figures on the temporary site?
No. When we get them compiled, we'll bring them to the board.
Okay.
Are you gonna sell that temporary property then?
I think my choice is once it's done, yes, put it back up for sale.
Are you gonna be able to make, what you paid for it?
That's not up to me. That'll be a board decision. We want it to put up for sale.
Think about putting another business on that little site?
That's
Maybe
not my,
a miniature golf or something, or the area, or what?
Steak and shake.
Alrighty, let's move on. Excuse me, folks, let's keep going here. 10B, the Sunset Beach, right now that's in the hands of the state deciding whether we've given enough information or not. That's all I can say at this time. Okay, number 11, we have the correspondence, and we have the festival minutes for the record. We have a couple letters, both for the record. And then we have number 12, we go on to citizens' comments. Are there any more citizens' comments?
Regarding the roads, again, what exactly were you going to do? I think we understood it.
Just put together a committee to see what we can do.
Okay, and this committee is gonna be of who?
Whoever wants to be on it. Would you like to be
Whoever
on
wants
it?
to be on it. Oh, yeah, definitely, I'll
Okay.
be on it.
The lady
Yeah.
over here said she wanted to be on it.
So when is that gonna be put together?
If I get a few names, we'll get it put together. I can't say exactly, but as soon as possible.
So you have to put together a committee to decide how to come up with the money for the roads. When we have a whole board, who should be able to figure that out?
Well, it takes a lot of looking in depth into it and seeing what we can do.
Well, I
I
have
don't know
here
everything about it.
a petition from residents on Sullivan Road to get it repaired.
Okay.
So